Greetings, ORU. This is Dr. Haley French from Student Counseling Services. I'd like to take a few moments to share some timely tips and insights for how we can manage the grief that we may be experiencing over the sudden and rapid changes to our lives in recent days. For all of us, life looks very different than it did just 2 to 3 weeks ago. We are physically distancing, we're learning to work remotely with the help of technology, we're unable to visit some of our favorite people, our churches, restaurants, shops, or other gathering places. Your hopes for this school year may feel radically disrupted. In all of this, we can experience a great sense of loss. We feel that our normalcy has been taken from us, and we can struggle to accept our present reality. During this time, you may feel denial, anger, bargaining, sadness, and finally, acceptance of your new reality. These are called the 5 stages of grief as originally identified by Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. However, it's helpful to know that these stages are not linear and they may not be experienced in the order that I just stated. So be gracious to yourself and practice self-compassion. In order to do this, here are 3 helpful suggestions. First, acknowledge your sadness over the sudden changes to your life. Watch your inner dialogue and the voice of that inner critic who can make you feel guilty and even ashamed for feeling disappointed. As grief expert David Kessler said in a recent interview with the Harvard Business Review, quote, "Emotions need motion," end quote. Allow your emotions to move through you instead of fighting them. 2, this is a time to relax any rigid expectations that you may hold for yourself or for others. Expectations can help to motivate us, but they can also bring about disappointment if they are left unmet. With this, now is a time where we need to acknowledge what we can control and what we cannot control. You have the power to control what pertains to you. Your daily schedule, attending virtual classes, getting your schoolwork finished, reaching out to loved ones through technology, exercising, etc. And 3, as much as your mind might want to rush ahead and troubleshoot the potential problems of tomorrow, you aren't there yet. So bring it back to the present. As Jesus reminds us in Matthew chapter 6, our Heavenly Father knows our every need. If He provides for the birds of the air, how much more will He provide for us? So as Jesus says in verse 34 of that chapter, refuse to worry about tomorrow, but deal with each challenge that comes your way one day at a time. Tomorrow will take care of itself. I hope these points have been helpful for you. We are praying for you and trusting the Lord to bring us all safely through this time and season.
How's it going, ORU? My name is Luis Jimenez, and I hope you're enjoying this time at home and that you're keeping physical distance and washing your hands on a regular basis. I know that working from home can feel a bit strange for some of us. So today I wanted to give you some tips on how to stay motivated and continue to be on task while working from home. The goal here is to make our brains feel like we're getting ready to go to work or go to class. Number 1, set up an alarm. Just wake up at a time that is needed for you to start tackling the things that you have to do. Take a shower, have breakfast, do some push-ups, do things that you usually do in the morning that will help you get up and get you going. Number 2, under no circumstances, put your PJs on to start working. PJs means sleep, and we're trying to move away from that. Just put something on that tells your body that it's ready to go to work. Number 3, set up a designated area to study or to do your work. Do not study on your bed. Set up a place away from people that is quiet with adequate lighting where you can concentrate. Make sure that TV is off and your phone should be on silent as well. Number 4, avoid cabin fever. Take breaks when you need them, and they should not be longer than 15 minutes. So take advantage of this time of self-isolation and just do some introspection. Listen to your thoughts, but most importantly, listen to what God has to say to you. See you later.
Hey everyone, my name's Megan and I'm one of the mental health therapists here at ORU. I wanted to take a second during this time to talk with you about ways of managing your overwhelming emotions, whether they be stress or anxiety or depression. We'll choose anxiety for this example. So anytime we feel a heightened anxiety, you'll notice that everything seems to spike. Everything feels like it's on high arousal, and there's this feeling of, I want to escape myself. I just want to crawl away from this feeling, just get me out of here. But if you can do the opposite in those times, which is if you can really sit with the feeling, and then you'll come in like a third-party observer, and you're just going to observe and take a curiosity and an interest in your own body to see, where does anxiety show up in my body? Where does it manifest itself? Am I clenching my stomach all day? Does my chest feel tight? What does it look like? And just know that this is a judgment-free zone, so you're not having any negative thoughts toward yourself at this time. Your only job is just to notice the feeling and to sit with it. I think a lot of people are hesitant to do this because there's this fear that if I sit with the feeling, what if I become stuck in it? But just know that won't happen, that this is a perfectly good way of reducing it, in fact. And so if you'll give that a try, just kind of watch as you scan the body, as you notice where it's showing up, as you really acknowledge the feeling that you're having, kind of watch as it dissipates and it becomes at a more manageable level. All right, so give it a try. Let us know what you think. Take care, everyone.